And then the world has changed. The world has changed forever. It's hard not to look at this pandemic and not see how it's connected to everything else. If anything, this pandemic in 2020 has taught us that everything is connected. A lot of things that are wrong and broken about this year, and there were a lot of things that need a lot of work, but there's also a lot of good and a lot of beauty happening even in this time. And I'm so glad to be a Black business owner in East Austin because there's such a tradition of Black and brown business ownership here. So difficult to watch. All these great institutions, just vanish.
Our culture.
And really it is culture. I really believe that Sands Bar is a space for everyone. Yes, this is a sober bar, but it is so much more than that. It really is a gathering place for the community. This space feels different when you walk in, and that's by design. We want you to feel like this is a special place just for you. I build this bar with love, and it's really love that I think we need so much of, especially this year, especially in this climate, especially in everything that's happened in this year alone. Everyone that has known me and loved me when I was struggling, they were hurt. I was really impressed by the people that came into my recovery circle, and they embraced me and they taught me how to love me. They loved on me until I could love myself. Someone reached out on Instagram and said, "Hey, I just believe in what you're doing. Do you have a wall that I can do some art on?" And I said, "Sure." And I said, I want you to kind of come up with the idea. I want you to come up with the design, but I want you, as you're walking into Sands Bar, I want you to think of the first word that comes to you, and I want that to be your inspiration. And the artist came in, and the first thing she said was, "I feel love in this space." Every single person, every single business, every single system of politics and government, it's all connected. And I don't think you can just talk about the pandemic in isolation. It is part of a much larger thing. And this moment of great change in our society has been important because it's exposed the disparities that Black and brown people face. This pandemic has impacted Black and brown people at a disproportionate rate. And as a Black person, I understand because I live it. I live the injustice. I live the constant questioning of whether my life has as much value as the person I'm serving sometimes. I wonder that. With the death of George Floyd, I had a personal connection with that. Watching that video for myself, I could not help but to put myself in those shoes. I too run in my neighborhood, and I've noticed that over the last 2 years, I don't run as fast because I'm afraid that people are going to think that I'm running from something. And so these things are very, very real for me. And as a Black business owner, I was very aware of just how this world treats Black people differently. I was so encouraged to see that it wasn't just Black and brown people taking to the streets. It really was everyone. And I think that's the only way that we move forward. I think that the way that this pandemic spread was through connection. This literally went viral. It really goes from person to person in close proximity. And honestly, I think that that's the answer to some of these societal problems. I wanted to be the drum major of this movement of love and compassion, of inclusion. I believe that it is possible for love to go viral. I do believe that we can have a real panacea of love, of compassion, of listening to each other. That is the hope that I wake up with every single day.